everyone! I'm so happy to be able to show you this orchid today, after 3 years of suffering from reblooming it. One of the reasons I couldn't get it into flowering was it was no ID orchid. Not only the name, also its genus name. I was about to give it up growing it, and this year was actually the last chance for both this orchid and myself. Now you see the result of my threat. Coincidentally, I was able to find its ID too. It's called Ansellia africana. As the name shows, it's native to Africa, growing on trees, shrubs, rocks, even sand throughout Africa continent. It has also interesting nicknames. One of them is Leopard Orchid by its appearance. When you see this flower, this spot just stand out. In Africa, it maybe remind people of a wild leopard. Mine has many markings on the flowers, but some have less. Here are the variations. Ansellia has only one species, Africana, so these are all called Africana. The flowers are from green to yellow, with more or less pattern of brown markings and different flower sizes. I think mine is very similar to this one. The flowers don't seem to open up fully like some Chinese cymbidiums or maxillarias. Instead, it tends to curl the flower petals and sepals backwards to reach out its full potential. The greenish-yellow color doesn't stand out, but these big spots, markings, and the clear stripes in the throat make it look very fashionable, in my opinion. Not many flowers has these two clear features together. It has an impressive scent as well. At first, it's bitter. I think it could bother your empty stomach in the morning when the scent gets intense. As the flower matures, it adds a spicy and a sweet scent to it. Not floral at all. It reminds me of wild Africa forest or even leopard. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't smell like an animal at all. It's a sweet, spicy, a little bit of bitter. Yes, the kind of subtle smell. My orchid has now 12 flowers on one flower spike, but it can put out up to 100 flowers. If I have 100 flowers at once, yeah, I'll be very thrilled, and I think I better take it outside in the morning to avoid a headache. Some of the plants, this kind of Ansellia africana is very tall and weighs very heavy, but mine is dwarf variety growing up to 25 centimeter long, but this thick canes is very heavy. 2, 3, 4 is fine, but like 20 of them, that gets heavier and heavier. The most interesting part of this plant is not flower, not cane, but this root system. When this plant detects a lack of nutrients around the roots, it sends out special troops. These aerial roots, as you see here, this aerial roots is not for absorbing nutrients nor anchoring the plants on the tree. It grows usually upwards, forming a net called trash can. Their job is collecting tree leaves to make food. As the fallen leaves decomposes in the root net, and then the rest of the roots down below absorb nutrients. I think it's a very useful skill to survive in the wild. So if you see many aerial roots here, then it's time to increase the amount of fertilizer. Few ones like this one, that means it has enough food in the pot. In Africa, the roots and the canes means something else. A great love charm. They believe the roots and the cane make you attractive to the ones you love. by chewing them and spitting out. It sounds like a solution of one-sided love, but I'd like to call it a hope or wishes for single men and women. I hope this lovely tradition lasts generation to generation in Africa, but its future seems uncertain because I've read the article. It says this species has been categorized as vulnerable species by IUCN Red List. I'll put your link in the description box below if you're interested in. According to their report, this orchid population is decreasing from constant harvesting in Africa without any protection. If we leave it this way in decades, this orchid could disappear forever. So it makes me so sad. So I'd like to do a special giveaway. It'd be nice to be an orchid hugger for increasing this orchid population. Also, I promised earlier this year that I'd share this orchid with you when I could rebloom it. Now finally it's flowering and it's giveaway time. Yay! I'll give one or two of you, my subscribers, a division of this orchid species. This giveaway will last until the end of May. These flowers will wither by the time, and I can divide it. So take your time and apply by leaving a comment down below. Before you apply, I ask you to have two things to consider. If you can provide plenty of sunlight almost all day, all year round. This one is from Africa, so it needs sufficient sunlight to grow and flower. If you live outside of Canada, please check out whether your country allows you to get living plants from overseas. When I announce the winners in June, I'll give you brief care tips as well. So, who wants to grow this vulnerable orchid species with me? Let's multiply this species population together. I think this is all I have today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.